There, I'm going to show you how to make a quick text or image change on the website. I assume this will probably be the main thing needed on the site. So let's just tackle this first, and in subsequent videos I'll show more detail about how the entire homepage is constructed and the different modules within it. So first off, you can see that I'm logged in because I've got this grey button, this grey bar at the top here with icons. I'm just going to click Enable the Visual Builder and just wait for this page to reload. And once it has loaded, you'll see as you hover your mouse over different sections will light up. Now let's say we just want to make a text change. I'll go into this module here, I'll just click once on it, and I'll get this menu bar open up where I can move it around, open the settings, duplicate, save it to the library, delete it, or just close this mini menu. So I'm going to click on the cog icon, and I got this floating panel pop up. I'm going to click this icon here to expand it so I've got more room, and now you can see I can make all the text changes I need. I can turn things into headings, I can add links, bold, italics, lists, all the rest of it. I've got some text color here, and you can make all these sorts of changes. Once I'm done with my changes, I can click on the green icon here to say Save Changes, and I'm done. If I go to this module up here, it's a heading. If I click on the cog icon, you can see there it's heading 1 it's set to. On the Design tab, I also have panels for changing the main text of the website or the headings specifically, and you can see this is heading 1, Playfair display black, regular, and all the rest of the things are set elsewhere in the site code, but that's where you make those changes. So I'm going to go back to the content, go back to the text. I've not made any changes, so I'll click the X. Over on this panel I've got an image, so let's click on it, click on the cog, and you can see the only setting here is to change that image to something else. And notice these have already been uploaded with the shapes built into them, so you can't upload a square image and put in, I mean you can, but it's not going to look so good. You should use one of these shaped images. I'm just going to click the X up here because I don't want to make any changes, and I'm going to click the X there because I don't want to make any changes. So that's a quick overview of how to change text and images on the website. As you scroll through the different sections, they're kind of laid out a little bit differently. They might be displaying differently to the previous one because this particular one is a blurb module, it's called, and it's got its own title built in, but the text area is pretty much the same, and it's got an image icon here. Scroll down, similar sort of setup, heading with an icon, text panel, image panel, but this one's just got a button. You can see it says button up here, and the only option is to change the text, and in here is the link to the the learner's pack. Just going to click the X because I don't want to save any changes. Scroll down, similar image and text and titles. This panel here just has a few social icons that you can change, duplicate, and pick something else. I'm just going to remove that Flickr one, and then I'm going to click the X because I don't want to save any changes. Scroll down, similar setup of title, image and text with links. A row here of 4 columns of logos. I could add a new column if I needed. A couple of ways I can do that. I could go click on this sort of green region, change the column structure here, perhaps from a 4 to a 5, which adds another column at the end. And I can also hit Control Z on my keyboard to undo any changes that I've made inadvertently. I can also add a column by clicking the plus icon. And then if I wanted to put a new logo in here, I would perhaps just duplicate an existing one, copy across, and then click in to the settings, make all the changes I needed to make sure it works. I'm just going to click the X because I don't want to save those changes. And now I'm going to click Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, just to get it back to where I was. So let's assume I've done all my changes now, and I just want to save everything and get out of it. I can click this purple icon down here, and click this save icon, kind of hidden there. Let's move it up. There we go. Click that save icon there, and then it'll just refresh the page, and I can make further changes if I needed, or I can just leave completely. Another way you can do it is by clicking exit the visual builder up here, and when you click that, it will just confirm that you've got unsaved changes and you should save them before you leave. But I know I've done no changes at all that I want to keep, so I'm just going to click discard and exit, and then just wait for the page to reload. And there we are, we're back. We've made our text or image changes, everything is as it should be, and we're good to go. So that's a basic overview of how to make any text and image changes across this main home page, but also it's pretty much the same for all the other pages as well.